She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down all like last week. Tell me, where have you been? Yeah, came out of hiding, girl. Don't act like I'm your man. I'm just a fan. You don't hold right. No, don't hold no right. Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kiersten, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming at you guys with another back to school video. So this is gonna be my part 2 of giving you all high school advice. And like I said in the last video, I'm going to be a senior next year. So I just decided to give you all advice since I'm almost done with high school. This video is going to be the junior edition, and I have my tips right here. And I'm just going to be giving some advice to all you upcoming juniors. So let's get started. Alright, so we already know junior year is the most dreaded year of high school ever. It is the hardest year and nobody likes it. Alright, with that being said, junior year will also be the most important year of your life. It is the year where you will be challenged the most, and hopefully it will be the year where you become more mature and you'll start to be a mature young adult, and you'll start thinking about the next steps in your life. Alright, so my first tip: go into junior year with a positive mindset. If you stay focused and stay positive, then junior year won't really be as bad as it seems. But if you doubt yourself and stay negative, then you won't be able to push yourself to the best of your abilities, and you will most likely be unsuccessful. Tip number 2, know your limits. Don't try to compare yourself with these overly smart genius kids and take 3 or 4 APs like them, or have a full schedule of AP classes, because if you can be smart, but like if you're not a genius, then it probably won't work out for you. Like, I'm not telling y'all to not take AP classes because they really look good. Colleges like that, but do not fill up your schedule with AP classes, because you're just gonna fail, and colleges are gonna be like, oh, he or she took all of these classes and struggled with them. I don't think they're prepared enough for college. So you want to be smart and find your limit. Like, know your limit and know how many AP classes you can take at a time. For me, I only took 2, and it was still kind of hard, but like I managed and I did all my work and I was successful. So just know your limit and know how many AP classes you're willing to take, because it's a lot of work. I recommend taking 2 at the most, because it looks good on college applications, like on your transcript and stuff, but it's also like it's manageable. Like, you can do the work without being stressed out for the most part. Tip number 3, during junior year, start to think about what colleges you want to attend. And for the colleges you do pick, start to look up their requirements for AP credit, SAT, ACT scores, and dual enrollment credit. It's a fly in here. And this will prepare you for when it's actually time to fill out those college applications, so you know what the requirements are and you can have them met. Tip number 4, start studying for the SAT and the ACT. During your junior year, you're going to want to take either test or both at least once. For me, I stuck with taking the SAT because I was more familiar with it, because like we got to take the PSAT for free during our sophomore year. So I just stuck with that because I knew what the test was gonna be like. For the ACT, I never took that, and like I just didn't want to get myself mixed up. But if you want to go ahead and take both, then you should, because that will look really good. You can have 2 scores to look at. You can either give them your SAT score or your ACT score, or you can give them both. So that's really good. I do recommend getting a tutor for whatever test you take, but if you don't want to do that, or you can't afford a tutor, you can buy used books or go to a bookstore and get the practice books. They have free online practice, and with your college board account, you can link it up to Khan Academy. And Khan Academy has like free practice tests that you can use, and that is what I personally use. And for my first time, I just took my first SAT June 2nd and I did really good on it, so that really helped me. Also, if you're going to take the SAT, don't stress out about taking the essay part, because a lot of my teachers have told me that colleges don't really care for that, but if you want to go ahead and take it, then you should. But a lot of colleges that I looked into don't require it, but maybe the top Ivy League colleges, they might require it. So it just depends on where you want to go. Tip number 5, do not compare yourself to your friends. That's a big no-no. No, nigga! No. If you're too busy focused on what other people are doing, how are you going to be able to focus on you and focus on what you're doing in order to be successful? Like, don't worry about your friends, because when the time comes to apply for colleges, everybody's going to have their own opinions and everybody's just going to have to make that decision on their own. Like, you can still be friends and stuff, but just know when it's time to go to college, that's when a lot of friends split and separate and go their separate ways, because it's the real life and you just got to do what's best for you. Tip number 6, colleges will rather see you do good in a lower level class than they would to see you do bad in like an AP class. If you take a hard class that you know you can't handle and you get bad grades, colleges are not gonna like that. They're gonna look at your grades and be like, oh, this person is failing in their AP class, they're not ready for college level work. But if you are doing really good in like a lower level class, they're gonna be like, oh, this person is showing that they're a hard worker, they're improving, they're working towards getting ready for college. So yeah, you just gotta look at it like that. You would rather be doing well in a lower level class than failing in AP class. So at my school, the levels of classes are C level, honors, and then AP. And I know some people at my school, they took some honor classes and then they found out that they couldn't handle them, so they dropped down to C level class, in which they got like all A's in. So that was really good for them, and they just had to do what was best for them, because they didn't want the chance of colleges looking at them struggling in a higher level class. They rather had colleges look at them doing well in a lower level class, which is still good. And a lot of people had to make that decision because it's junior year and colleges mostly look at your junior year grades. So they just had to make that decision in order to protect themselves and their grades. Alright, tip number 7, and this is my final tip for you guys. Learn how to be independent. That is really important once you start to become a mature adult. You have to learn how to be independent. Junior year is all about you, not you and your friend group. Like, I'm not saying don't hang out with your friends, but everyone is going to have a different mindset or a different opinion on where they want to go to college. It's not a good idea to apply to a college just because your friend is applying to that college, because they're going to have different goals and different dreams than you, and they're going to have different reasons on why they chose that college. Choosing a college that you want to go to is a big decision and a hard one at that. Like, I'm not really sure right now on which one I want to go to, but I have a few in mind. And like, I've been thinking about this since I started high school, so it's a really big decision. But it's one you have to make yourself in order for you to be successful in your own way. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips, and I hope they will help you during your junior year. And I hope you guys are just successful during your junior year. I hope you have a wonderful year, because it's approaching fast. I know some of you go back to school in August. I go back in September, and like, the summer has just flown by. But yeah, junior year is not that bad as it seems. It's only bad if you make it bad. So just stay positive and stay focused on your schoolwork. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Stay on my mind. Thinking about